Wag.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang itulay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang itulay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICTS Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del P. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na Pivot ang ginagamit sa ating itulay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Lola, alam mo ba, ayaw pa rin mag-school ng friend kong si Brian. Kasi daw may COVID pa.
Ano namang sinabi mo sa kanya, Apo?
Ang sabi ko po, hindi naman po talaga papasok sa school eh. Sa bahay lang mag-aaral hanggat may COVID pa.
Ano namang sagot niya?
Tapos sabi niya, paano daw mag-aaral sa bahay wala namang teacher sa bahay? Di ba nga Lola? Ano nga ulit nung tawag doon sa hindi naman papasok sa school pero mag-aaral pa rin?
Apo, ang tawag niyan ay distance learning.
Yun nga po, mag-aaral pa rin kami gamit ng computer. Di ba, Lola?
Oo, pero bukod sa online, may mga lessons din na ipapalabas sa TV at radio para makapag-aral pa rin ang mga bata kahit wala kayong computer at internet.
Paano po kapag wala ring TV at radyo?
May ipamimigay na mga printed material ang mga teachers sa inyo.
Di ba po ang tawag dun blend?
Ako, blended learning. Ibig sabihin ng blended learning ay gagamitin ang iba't ibang pamamaraan ng pagtuturo gamit ang internet, ang TV, radyo at ang print para hindi kailangang pumunta sa school ng mga teachers at mga bata.
Kaya po pala si Teacher Rose hindi na rin kailangan pumasok ng school.
Tama, hindi na rin papasok ang mga teachers sa school para gagabayan pa rin nila kayo at laging tatawagan ang mga magulang para kukumustahin ang pag-aaral ng mga bata tulad mo.
Tumawag nga po si Teacher Rose sa nanay. Ang sabi niya, mag-download ng DepEd Commons sa cellphone Games ba yun, Lola?
May kasama ding games, pero yung may matutunan ka. May mga lessons din kasi sa DepEd Commons na pwedeng gamitin ng mga magulang at teachers para maturuan ang mga bata.
Sasabihin ko rin po kay Brian na mag-download siya ng DepEd Commons.
At sabihin mo rin sa kanya na huwag na siyang matakot mag-school. Dahil sa pasukan, sa bahay lang naman kayo mag-aaral. Gamit ang internet. Kung walang internet, TV. Kung walang TV, radyo. At kung walang radyo, ay print.
Oo nga po, Lola. Hindi naman po pala dapat huminto sa pag-aaral kahit may COVID
Magtutulungan kami para magpatuloy ang edukasyon.
Gising na. Ebeng, malilate ka na. Nay, si Ebeng ay pa bumangon, no? Sige, ako na dyan. Maghilamos ka na doon.
Pwede ba sa itong damit, di ba?
Oo, pero malit na sa akin yan, kaya sa'yo na lang. Yan, kasyang-kasya pala sa'yo eh.
Salamat, kuya.
O basta, may kinig ka mabuti mamaya ah. At ito, importante ito ah.
Magandang araw mga bata. Kumusta na kayo? Muli, ako si Teacher Mark. kaya ako kasama kayo ngayong araw. Natin, lamang tungkol sa ating kalusugan. Kaya tara, simulan na natin!
Yun. Magandang umaga po sa ating lahat. Mental health matters. On June 21, 2018, President Rodrigo Duterte signed the landmark Mental Health Act. And take note, this is the first Mental Health Act legislation in the Philippines. It outlines a framework for the integration and implementation of optimal mental health care in the Philippines, which protects the right of people with mental health conditions, their family members, and industry professionals. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning and magandang buhay. Welcome to our second webinar series entitled Building Resilience in Time of Crisis, Empowering the Learners of Angeles City to Becoming a Mentally Healthy and Productive Students. I am Nurse Ralph, your moderator for the day. To begin with, may I invite everyone for the invocation, which will be led by Ma'am Jacqueline G. David, followed by the singing of Lupang Hinirang.
Let's bow our heads and place ourselves in the presence of the Lord. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. Heavenly Father, although we are meeting virtually, we know that you are here in our midst. Dear Lord, we stand before you in humble prayer before we start with this seminar. We realize that without your blessings, we would not be able to succeed with the plans we have for this activity. Bestow your grace and divine wisdom to all of us present here virtually. We ask in prayer for the enlightenment of the speakers to share their knowledge and expertise successfully in your greater glory. Bless the participants so that they would get the most out of this fruitful endeavor. Bless also the organizers of this webinar and everyone who took part in preparing this event. Lastly, bless our loved ones at home and all the people around the world, that peace, love, and healing may reign forever. May we put to use in real life what we learned today to spread your love and generosity. Let this webinar bear fruit in our everyday lives. We ask all of this in your mighty name. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen.
Mga kababayan, ang pambansang awit ng Pilipinas.
Okay, to formally open the program and welcome each one of us, it is my pleasure to call on our very supportive SGOD Chief, Sir Edgar L. Manabat. Good morning po, sir.
My respect and special greetings to our school's division superintendent,
Recording to
Dr. Maria Irene P. Tamayo, to our assistant schools division superintendent, Dr. Fernandina P. Ochenko, to the OIC chief in the CID, Dr. Josephine Figueroa, fellow supervisors, fellow school heads, fellow teachers, ladies and gentlemen, a blessed morning. Mental health refers to cognitive, behavioral, and emotional well-being. It is all about how people think, feel, and behave. Therefore, it includes our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. It affects how we think, feel, and act. It also helps determine how we handle stress, relate to others, and make choices. Mental health is important at every stage of life, from childhood and adolescence through adulthood. Over the course of your life, if you experience mental health problems, your thinking, mood, behavior could be affected. Mental health problems are common, but help is available. People with mental health problems can get better and may recover completely. Therefore, raising mental health awareness, such as this webinar, can help us understand the symptoms and perhaps most importantly, break the mental health stigma that leaves so many people. This webinar provides a timely reminder, especially amidst these trying times, that the mental health is essential and that those living with mental health issues are deserving of care, understanding, compassion, and pathways to hope, healing, recovery, and fulfillment. With that, on behalf of our school's division superintendent, Dr. Maria Irene P. Tamayo, I would like to welcome you all to this webinar. Please make this day productive and make the most out of this activity. Again, a blessed morning.
Okay, and now, to inspire and lighten up our day, it is my pleasure to call on our very energetic Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Fernandina P. Ochenko. Okay, I think it seems to be Madam is on another webinar as of now. So, let's proceed po muna sa ating statement of objectives. Okay, so to provide us the objectives of this webinar, let us all welcome our most beautiful Medical Officer 3 in the Division Office of Angeles City, Dr. Donna May A. Batol. Doktora, magandang umaga po.
Good morning, Chu. Ayaw yata ng camera ko kasi sinabi mo ako lang ang pinakamaganda eh. Ayan.
Yes.
So, good morning to everyone, especially to our Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Irene Tamayo, our Assistant Schools Division Superintendent, Ma'am Fernandina Ochenko, our SGOD Chief, Sir Edgar Manabat, our CIDOIC Chief, Ma'am Jocelyn Figueroa, and to everyone who are in tune right now. I am tasked for this morning's webinar to state the objectives, and they are as follows. Number one objective is to provide learners the basic knowledge in healthcare and develop a positive attitude and awareness in school mental health. Number two, to develop and increase mental resilience that can withstand current and future crises during the COVID-19 pandemic. And last but not the least, number three, to provide discussions on positive coping mechanisms and self-awareness to help and equip learners on mental health readiness. So those are the three objectives for today's seminar, and I hope everyone will glimpse of our learners and our teaching and non-teaching personnel as well after this webinar. Thank you and good morning to everyone.
Maraming salamat po, Dr. Donna May. Yes, napaka-importante po talaga ngayon ng mental health, especially, okay, it's given it's pandemic and dami nga physically nagkakasakit and of course affected ang ating mental health. That is why, okay, the division office really wanted to share this webinar to all, especially to our learners, para at least magkaroon po tayo ng idea how to cope in such. Okay? So, I have some announcements. So, before we proceed, okay, ito po yung mga house rules po muna natin. First, okay, if you've observed, the comment box is turned off, especially dito po sa Facebook Live that tayo, okay, to give extra safety and precautions. Okay, you know what I mean. Second, okay, may I remind everyone that our third and last webinar for this series would be on September 29, 2021. And, okay, tapos na tayo sa first aid, physical well-being. Ngayon, mental health well-being naman. And yung pangatlo po natin, kukumpletuhin na natin, it's about dental care. Okay. Then, right after the discussion, we will have an open forum. And para po masagot, okay, to accommodate all the questions regarding this webinar, a QR code is flashed on the screen on the top right. Tama ba, Direct Reganit? Makikita po nyo yung mamaya dyan. Meron tayong QR code dyan, okay, sa top right ng screen natin. That is where you can, okay, scan it. Yun, galing talaga ni Direct. Kita na po ba natin? Ayun siya. Okay, so scan lang po natin yan. Madadirect na tayo sa Google Drive para, okay, doon na po tayo mag-comment at mag-post ng ating mga questions. Okay. So, thank you guys. Now, to provide us a glimpse on mental health, sabi ko na kanina sa introduction, napakabago ng mental health sa ating bansa. It's just in 2018. Okay, to provide us a glimpse on mental health about its background, importance, and updates, let us all welcome our division focal person on mental health, Ma'am Jennifer C. Dongka. Good morning, Ma'am Jen.
Good morning, Sir Ralph. So, good morning po sa ating lahat. So, I will be giving you the yes po. I will be giving you the updates po on school mental health. Okay? Okay. Okay, so let us start po. So, our school's mental health po. Okay. So why are we implementing the school mental health in our Department of Education? So it is because of the Republic Act number 11036, which is the National Mental Health. Its purpose is to enhance the delivery of integrated mental health services. So let's have a timeline recap of school mental health. In 2018, DepEd participated in the drafting of the IRR, which is yung paggawa ng ating batas. Insights were gathered during the 2018 School Mental Health Forum. So, ginawa yung implementing rules and regulation sa health forum ng mga leader ng ating mga kagawaran. In 2019 naman, school mental health was added as the 6th flagship of Oplan Kalusugan or OK sa DepEd. Sa paglulunsad ng Oplan Kalusugan, isinama na ang school mental health bilang pang-anim na flagship sa ating health programs. And by 2020, DepEd continued to participate in the PCMH activities while implementing its own program, issuance of homeroom guidance and counseling initiatives. So, itinuloy pa rin ng ating departamento ang pagtupad ng iba't ibang activities tulad ng MHPSS, which is the Mental and Psychosocial Support, at ganun din ang ating homeroom guidance. And now, in 2021, Mental Health in New Normal, nag-create naman ang DepEd Task Force COVID-19 na ang ating School Health Division ang maging secretariat nito. It emphasized naman on the MHPSS na kung saan nire-required ito sa standards of schools and offices natin. Okay. For 2021, nang ating ilunsad at i-celebrate ang ating One Health Week, kasama ng ibang flagship sa OK sa DepEd. Una ay yung mental, dental, and nursing services na kung saan nagbibigay tayo ng serbisyo sa ating mga kabataan at kaguruan. Pangalawa ay ang ating SBFP o ang pagbibigay natin ng masustansyang pagkain para sa ating learners, kasama na ang ating milk feeding program. Ganon din ang WINS, which is the Wash in Schools, na layon naman mag-focus sa paghuhugas ng kamay, proper hygiene, and menstrual hygiene. Ganon din naman ang adolescent reproductive health, na kung saan lumalayon itong magbigay kaalaman sa ating sexualidad. At ito, ang ating school mental health, again, another po is the NDEP, para naman sa drug yun, and then yung atin, which is the school mental health, ito naman yung naglalayon na magbigay awareness o mag-promote ng ating school mental health. Noong 2019 na ilunsad ang ating school mental health program, nagbigay tayo ng 3 focus. Ito yung pagtataguyod ng mental health, na kung saan, number 1, pinopromote natin yung mental health. So ano yung ginagawa nating promotion? Isinali ang mental health sa pag-aaral ng mga bata, kung saan ito ay nadagdag sa ating curriculum. Pangalawa naman, ito yung pagtukoy at pagbibigay ng suporta at serbisyo sa mga individual na at risk. So tulad ng counseling, binibigay ito sa mga with mental health professionals, ipinagkakaloob ito sa mga nangangailangan. At yung pangatlo naman, which is the pangangasiwa ng access or kabilang sa sistema ng pagre-refer ng mga individual na may mental health condition or treatment. Ito naman yung ginagawa natin na referral system sa mga merong health concerns. Okay. Sa ating SDO Angeles City, para malaman ninyo, aming dear learners, ang School Health and Nutrition Unit ay siya yung nakafocus sa ating pangkalusugan. So, meron tayong isang medical officer ang nagbigay ng statement of objective natin kanina, si Dr. Donna May Batul. Meron din tayong 2 dentist at 8 nurses. Para sa guidance and counseling naman, meron tayong 4 na registered guidance counselor and also 4 na trained personnel which is guidance designates din. So ang mga taong ito, ang mga personnel na ito kasama ng School Health and Nutrition Unit and also with the guidance and counseling, sila ang maaring makatulong sa atin kapag pinag-uusapan ang school mental health. Okay. Next natin will be the initiatives na ginawa ng ating SDO Angeles City. Ito yung mga mental health corner and booths na ginawa sa mga eskwelahan ninyo kung saan nagpo-promote tayo ng mental health. Another is the orientation on mental health awareness. Kasama dyan ang orientation on stress management. Meron din tayo mga symposium na ginawa, gallery walk for learners, and also spiritual and moral value seminars. So madaming ginagawa ang ating SDO patungkol and in support of our school mental health. Meron din tayo na ginagawa, lalo na sa pagbabalik eskwela ninyo, lahat ng eskwelahan ay nagbibigay ng virtual orientation. Ganon din naman, meron tayong work scheduling para sa ating mga guro, on-site and work from home, and then homeroom guidance and activities, and also tulad ng webinar na ito na kung saan nagpo-promote tayo ng school mental health. Ang ating challenge para sa ating SDO Angeles City, let us support school mental health. Paano? You can ask help. Ito kung halimbawa nakakaramdaman ka ng pain, lungkot, pangamba, pag-aalala, maaari kang humingi ng tulong. And pangalawa, maaari ka din magbigay naman ng tulong. Maaari kang mag-encourage, maaari kang magbigay ng oras sa mga tao na tingin mo ay nangangailangan ng inyong tulong. So again, together, let us be an advocate of school mental health. My dear learners, kasama ng lahat ng bumubuo ng SDO Angeles City, ang ating sa pamumuno ng ating SDS, Ma'am Irene Tamayo, at ASDS, Ma'am Ferdinandina Ochenko, ganun din ang ating mga kaguruan, teaching and non-teaching personnel, mga magulang, local government, at kasama ng buong Angeles City, tayo ay patuloy na sumuporta sa school mental health. Maraming salamat po.
Yun, Michael. Thank you so much, Maren. Okay, and guys, okay, dears, kasi nyo kami. Huwag niyo pong nag-iisa kayo. Of course, ating kalimutan that there is somebody up there na hindi tayo iiwan. Okay, additional ko lang doon. Now, may I remind everyone that our QR code is not for attendance. Okay? So our QR code that is seen on the screen is for questions. Kung may mamaya po or as early as now, kung may mga gusto po tayong i-clarify, itanong, okay, sa ating speaker, okay, or while during listening and after the webinar, ito po yung gagamitin natin to write our questions. And please, okay, wag po natin siyang gamitin as attendance po sa klase natin. Okay. So, our speaker for the day is a graduate of industrial psychology with master's degree in guidance and counseling. So, guys, okay, listen very carefully. She is an HR practitioner for 15 years with extensive experience handling personal administration, recruitment, testing, employee discipline, employee benefits, retirement, and employee morale and welfare. And she is also the former guidance associate of the Philippine Science High School, Central Luzon, for 2 years prior joining to the DepEd family. Currently, okay, she is the guidance counselor of Angeles City National High School, okay, in Pampang. And she is also a registered psychometrician, registered guidance counselor, and a licensed professional teacher. San pa? Kompleto, di ba? Wherein she has taken her education units at University of Santo Tomas as a PBED scholar, Philippine Business for Education. Okay, she is also a division and a regional speaker for career guidance modules, volunteers of Katatagan Online as a facilitator, a mental health advocate. So, my dear learners, okay, without further ado, let us all welcome Ma'am Rosalie M. Rivera. Ma'am Rose, you may take the floor. Good morning po.
Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Good morning po sa lahat at maraming salamat po for inviting me over. Pagpupugay po sa ating mahal na SDS na si Ma'am Irene Tamayo, sa ating ASDS Madam Fernandina Ochenko, sa ating SGOD Chief na si Sir Edgar Manabat, sa lahat po ng supervisors, principals, mga guro at mga kapwa kong guidance counselor. Magandang umaga po sa lahat at magandang buhay po. Isa pong magandang buhay na pagbati sa inyong lahat. And of course, sa ating School Health and Nutrition Unit na pinangungunahan po ni Dr. Donna May Batul. And of course, with the rest of the team and kay Sir Noel Reganit, ang ating director. Maraming salamat po for assisting, and it is an honor to serve our division and our learners to be part of your team's advocacy. Kasama din po ako dyan sa ating advocacy, no? Yung pong mental health advocacy natin. Salamat din po sa tiwala. And I would also want to thank the Unilab Foundation for sharing their toolkit, which I will be sharing with you po, no? With you guys. We are one with them in this advocacy of having a healthier Philippines. And it is important that we impart this to our dear learners, no, sa inyo po, no? Our dear learners in Angeles City. So, at sa ating mga mahal na estudyante, na of course, na siyang bida ngayon sa araw na ito, magandang buhay sa lahat. So, kumusta kayo mga mahal naming estudyante? Kumusta kayo? Ayan. Ayaw po yata ng, wait lang. I'm sorry po, wait lang po, merong lang konting glitches sa aking I'm sorry po, wait lang ha, nawawala po yung screen ko.
Okay, while waiting po, okay. So ulitin ko lang po ang ating reminder. Okay, huwag po nating gamitin yung QR code sa ating attendance. Okay. Now, while Ma'am Rose is having some glitches po sa kanyang laptop, okay, meron po akong tanong sa lahat, especially to our learners. Okay, kumusta po kayo? Okay, kumusta ang buhay natin ngayong pandemya? Okay, you can write your answers doon din sa QR code natin. Okay, para at least meron po tayong mga feelings, hindi yung hindi about love, hidden experiences na hindi good during this pandemic, ma-share po ninyo sa amin, and okay, hopefully makatulong po kami sa inyo. Okay? So I think lahat naman, yun nga, madaming ways ngayon, especially sa social media or sa SOCMED, okay, madami tayong pwedeng magawa. Okay? Madami tayong pwedeng maging pagkaabalahan kung if we feel not good. Okay, pwede tayong manood ng mga inspirational videos. Okay? And makiusap, okay, sa mga ating kaibigan. Okay? So, Ma'am Rose, okay na po ba?
Ayan po, okay na po. Ayan,
Sige.
so kinumusta na po tayo ng ng ating nurse si Nurse Ralph. Ayan, kumusta po kayo? Kumusta po ang ating mga estudyante sa ngayon? Ayan,
Yes,
a quick survey lang po. Ano po?
Yes.
Ayan, nakikita po ba yung survey natin, Sir Ralph? Ayan, a
Yes
quick
po, ma'am.
survey.
Yan.
Ayan, kumusta ang kabuuan ng ating buhay? Kayo po ba ay nandito, basag, nawasak, broken, damaged, or malfunctioning sa panahong ito? Ayan, piliin ang number 2 or i-type in kung meron po tayong or isulat po natin, no? And then, kayo po ba ay malumbay, depressed, disheartened, or miserable? Tayo po ay nasa number 2. Ayan, kung tayo po ay malungkot, unhappy, worried, tayo po ay nasa number 4. Kung tayo ay masayahin, good, happy, joyful, despite all the things that's happening around, tayo po ay nandito sa number 6. Ano po? And then, kung tayo po ay matatag pa rin, gumiginhawa pa rin, strong, resilient, no? Tayo ay nasa number 8. Ayan. And kung tayo ay yumayabong, very productive, and flourishing, tayo ay nasa number 10. So, nasaan tayo sa ngayon, no? At this point in time? Anong number ka nakakategory based dito sa survey? Okay. So, kung tayo po ay nandito sa 6 to 10, we are very much happy na nandito po tayo dahil matatag pa rin, resilient, yumayabong, no? Productive. But then again, kung tayo po ay nandito sa 0 to 4, it's time, and nararamdaman po natin ito ng medyo matagal na, no? Kung mga 3 months to 6 months, medyo matagal na tayo na ganito yung nararamdaman natin. Huwag po tayong mag-atubili na humingi ng tulong. Dito po, actually sa ating division office, meron po tayong task force wherein grupo po ng mga guidance counselor trained. Meron po tayong telecounseling na nakapost din po sa ating FB page sa division office na pwede po tayong humingi ng tulong. Pwede nyo pong i-access yan. Makakausap nyo po kami. At ang inyong lingkod ay isa po sa volunteer na nagbibigay ng counseling. Ayan, meron po tayong tele-counseling na makikita po natin sa ating FB page sa division office. So, help is here. Ang sabi nga po kanina ni Nurse Ralph. Ayan po. Ayan, with all the uncertainty, with all the things that's happening around, lahat po ng mga nararanasan natin and all. And of course, we're going to mention yung last year na napagdaanan natin na online class, blended learning and all. It's really good, no, na bigyan po natin ng hug, butterfly hug ang ating mga sarili. Gumawa po tayo ng inverted butterfly like this one. Ayan po. Ayan, nakikita niyo po ba ang aking kamay? Ayan. And then, itapat natin sa ating balikat, ayan, or sa collarbone natin. Ayan. And bigyan natin ng butterfly hug ang ating mga sarili. Ayan, butterfly hug po muna, no? Bigyan natin ng hug ang ating mga sarili. Ayan. And then, i-extend natin sa ating arms. Ayan, extend po natin sa ating arms, mga bata. Ayan. And tap yourself. You need this pat on the back for accomplishing, no, yung last year module natin, no, na natapos natin, and ngayon level up na tayo, di ba, grade 7 na tayo, nasa senior high school na tayo. Ayan, so napagtagumpayan natin yan. So bigyan natin lagi ng butterfly hug ang ating mga sarili for a job well done sa mga accomplishment din natin. Okay? Ayan po. So today, we're going to discuss the building resilience in time of crisis. So we want to empower you, our dear learners, on how to become a mentally healthy. And of course, pag mentally healthy ka, you are a productive learner. Okay? So I do hope that at the end of the session, you will be empowered and be mentally healthy and be an advocate of the mental health. Ayan, nabanggit din kanina as a challenge ni Ma'am Jen, no, ni Nurse Jen, na we have this challenge to be to empower also our student to be an advocate of the mental health. Kasi nga ang mental health is also important as our physical health. Ayan. And one of the rationale why we are here is that it is all for the prevention of mental health problems, especially this time of pandemic, all for the psychological well-being of our learners here in Angeles City, and of course for the welfare of Filipino youth, no? Specifically yung mga students din in Angeles City, kasi yung goal natin is to have a healthy Philippines, no, yung healthier Philippines lahat. Gino-goal natin na maging healthy, not only physically, but also holistically. Ayan. Kasi magiging productive talaga tayo if we are healthy. Okay, so with an increase of mental health problems, according to the Department of Health, and of course the WHO, the World Health Organization, especially in this time of pandemic, in this time of uncertainty, anxiety, isolation, depression are very rampant, and mental health problems are very rampant. Ano po, no, dumadami ang mga mental health issues, lalo na rin po sa kabataan, no? Nakakaramdam tayo ng kawalan ng pag-asa, pagkabalisa, feeling natin nag-iisa tayo because of social and physical distancing, no? And then experts say that everyone has a crucial role in playing, in fostering the mental wellness. So may magagawa tayo, no? Even as mga estudyante, no? Meron din tayong magagawa. Okay? So, and as we as for us, no, mental health advocate and mental health practitioner, we do believe that you cannot separate well-being from individual outcomes. Di ba, pag may sakit ka, you cannot do your tasks, your schoolwork. So it is so connected. So talagang napakahalaga po, no? At napakaganda ng advocacy na ito ng ating school health unit, no? Na physically and mentally, holistically, no? Healthy tayo para makapag-produce tayo ng outcome, maging productive tayo. Hindi natin kasi mahihiwalay yan. So pag healthy tayo, for sure, productive tayo. Kaya po, importante na pahalagahan natin ang ating physical health, spiritual health, of course, ne? And of course, importante yung mental health. All for the holistic well-being, no? Buo yan. And so for today, I do hope that we have an open mind and heart. Kung bukas po ang ating isip at puso, makakatulong po ito para maniwala tayo that we can be a light to everyone, that we can help ourselves and so as other people. Okay? Ayan. And of course, with a humble heart, very important po, no? Know that you need others. Know that we don't know everything, no? That we need to help. We need the help from others, from our seniors, from our teachers, mentors, parents, and even from our classmates or friends, no? Minsan may alam sila na makakatulong sa atin, and that is having a good relationship, no? Huwag mahihiyang humingi ng tulong. Be humble enough to ask for help. Ayan. So for the objectives of this webinar, we're going to identify steps or ways on how to build resilience. Hopefully, we can impart skills on how to be resilient in times of crisis. We do hope that you learners do appreciate the values learned from the steps applied in building resilience in times of crisis, which I will be sharing. And I do hope that you're going to apply the skills learned to be a mentally healthy and a productive learners. And for the outline, of course, we're going to define the mental health and, of course, also the resilience. We are going to identify the steps or tools on becoming resilient, and we're going to apply few steps or ways in our daily life through some activities na i-present natin through this seminar. Okay, so actually na-define na siya, no? What is mental health? Na-define na siya kanina ni Nurse Ralph, ni Ma'am Jen. Ayan, what is mental health? So in Tagalog, ano ang kalusugang pangkaisipan? No? How would we know that we are mentally healthy? May pamantayan kung paano natin ito malalaman. Of course, the definition is mental health. This is according to the Department of Health and also the World WHO, the World Health Organization. Mental health is a state of well-being in which the individual realizes his or her own abilities, can cope with the normal stresses of life, can work productively, and is able to contribute, to make a contribution to his or her community. So in Tagalog, ang kalusugang pangkaisipan ay ito ay ang estado ng tao na alamin ang kanyang abilidad o kakayahan, makayanan ang pang-araw-araw na kaganapan ng buhay, makapagtrabaho ng mahusay at produktibo, magkaroon ng saysay ang kanyang pagkatao sa lipunan o komunidad. Ayan. So, merong pamantayan. Ito po, no? Kung paano natin malalaman. So, here are the 4 psychological dimensions of mental health. One is, yun nga, realizes one's own potential or yung self-image mo, yung katauhan mo. You know your strength and weaknesses and puts to use the strength and make effort to improve your weaknesses. No, gamitin natin yung kalakasan natin, and kung alam natin yung weaknesses natin, i-improve natin, no? Ayan. You can work productively and fruitfully if you are mentally healthy, no? Kakayahan and abilidad, functional and able to perform his role within the context of his immediate culture and environment. And you can, and of course, another dimensions is you can contribute to community, yung sense of purpose, kaganapan, no? Parang meron kang fulfillment pag nakapag-contribute ka. This is an assurance that he is an important member of the society, yung meron kang nagawa sa society. Kahit simpleng bagay lang yan, no? Kaganapan, pagsunod lang sa ating mga batas, pagsunod sa ating mga school rules and all, that's kaganapan, quality of life among others. And of course, nilas ko siya, no, yung resiliency, kasi ito yung topic natin. You can cope with normal stresses of life, yung resiliency. Pagiging matatag, no, flexible and tough when situations call for it. Able to handle well the usual challenges that we face. Ayan po. Yun po yung 4 na dimensions, psychological dimensions of mental health. So, assess natin ang ating mga sarili. Meron po ba tayong mga ganito? So, yan, hinuli ko siya, no? Kasi yun po ang pag-uusapan natin. One of the dimensions of the mental health is yung pagiging resilient, pagiging matatag, yung building resilience. So, ano po ba itong resilience na ito? No? Ayan. Ano po ba ang yung pagiging matatag? When we talk about resilience, ito ay actually inihahalin tulad, no, in Filipino psychology. That is yung metaphor natin for this is that in case of some crisis that is happening, no, 'di ba yung napansin niyo po ba yung bamboo, no? Pag may typhoon, floods, no, and all, ano ang ginagawa? Anong personality ng ating kawayan? No? Nagwe-wave lang siya, no? Go with the flow. At hindi, meron na ba kayong nabalitaan na natumba na kawayan? So, wala, di ba? Dahil yung kawayan ay napakatatag. So, yung simbolo, no, parang metaphor natin sa pagiging matatag is pagiging kawayan. No? Yung bamboo is a symbol of longevity because of its durability, strength, flexibility, and resilience. Ayan, it survives in the harshest conditions, still standing tall and staying green year-round, no? Nakita na ba kayo ng nalantang kawayan? Wala, di ba? When the storm comes, bamboo bends, no? Nagbe-bend lang siya with the wind, no? When the storm ceases, pag natapos na yung bagyo, no, it resumes its upright position, its ability to cope with adversity and still stand firmly, no, without losing its original ground. This is very inspirational, no, yung characteristics ng kawayan, ng bamboo, no. Its flexibility and adaptability are lessons to us, and that is the secret of a long, happy life. And it is, no, going with the flow, parang ganyan, no? Kaya, ang isang factor ng pagiging resilience is the ability to bounce back. Ano po? No, after difficulties, no? Lahat ng nangyari, nandyan pa rin siya, no? Nag-bounce back pa rin siya. Yun, no? Yung an ability, yung pagiging resilient or resilience is an ability to recover from or adjust easily to misfortune or change, no? Let's all be like the bamboo, no? It's just bend, but do not break. Ayan po. Ayan, so, isang factor po, no, ng pagiging resilience is the ability to bounce back after difficulties, is what we call agility or flexibility. Dapat marunong talaga tayong mag-flex, no? Maging flexible sa ngayon. No? Like for example, ngayon, kailangan nating maging flexible sa ating mga different learning modalities. Ano po? Kailangan nating na ngayon, online siya or blended, modular, kailangan nating maging flexible. No? Ito yung goal natin sa ngayon, maging katulad tayo ng kawayan. So in building resilience, very important din po yung efficacy, yung paniniwala sa sarili. No? That is actually rooted from our thoughts, in our mindset, that we believe that you can finish a certain task and we can overcome this crisis. Yun yung efficacy, paniniwala sa sarili, na lahat ng ito matatapos natin, no? Yung mga tasks natin. And of course, yung inner dialogue is also important. Knowing the pros and cons and the strength and weaknesses of a person, that is of course based on your self-awareness, no? Yung inner dialogue kasi napaka-importante din yan, yung mga sinasabi mo sa sarili mo, no? Ayan. Hope. Magkaroon po tayo ng hope. May pag-asa po. Manalig po tayo sa Diyos na matatapos lahat ng ito. And of course, yung social capital, this is the ability to connect with people. No? Kahit na may social distancing, physical distancing, pwede pa rin tayong makikipag-communicate, no? Online din po. Huwag nating tatanggalin yon. Okay? And of course, yung mental toughness, yung determination, no? Or grit. Mental toughness is to solve yung mga concerns every day. Every day in our lives, talagang meron tayong sinosolve na mga kailangan nating resolbahan. So, ayan po. Today, I will share to you the 10 little ways on how to build your resilience and that we can do something, no? And these are the, this actually came from the toolkit of the Unilab Foundation where they have shared this, no, for us. So these are the little ways to build resilience in times of pandemic that we're going to discuss. Okay, so first one is awareness, challenging your negative thoughts, and then we're going to talk about confidence, also believing in yourself, control, making the right choice, character strength, you know, developing your values, competence or solving problem, coping or learning mindfulness, connections, communicating positively, and of course, in contribution, being an example offline and online, education, educating oneself on mental health, and then the advocacy, no, becoming a well-being advocate. Paano ba tayo maging advocate? Ayan. So the first one, the tool number 1 is yung awareness, challenging negative thoughts. So the objective of this is to develop and identify ways on how to reframe a negative thoughts into a positive one. Ayan. So one of the key factors for us to be resilient is what we call the awareness. No? The awareness of the mind, the feelings, and the behaviors are all rooted from a positive or a negative thoughts. So for us to be aware of our thoughts, it is important that we are aware of our mindset. No? So meron tayong dalawang mindset na tinatawag. Ayan. Yung meron fixed mindset and growth mindset. So, alin ka dito? Anong mindset meron ka? Ikaw ba ay meron fixed mindset or growth mindset? Ayan. Pag sinabi pong fixed mindset, ito yung, in Tagalog, sarado yung pag-iisip. Ano po? There are people who tends to be arrogant, no, and who are not open to problems or changes. Yung mga medyo reklamador, no, they are not proactive and they tend to complain a lot. Ito yung mga nag-iisip na pag pinanganak kang mahirap, yan kasi yung kapalaran ko. No, ganun siya, no? Fixed mindset, sarado yung pag-iisip. While the people with growth mindset are the humble people, no, who ask for help and learn from others. And kahit na ipinanganak akong mahirap, may magagawa ako para mag-improve yung buhay ko. Yun yung growth mindset. So yun. Saan po tayo dito? Yan. So please try to reflect po, my dear learners, and assess yourself. Yan. So it is also good to know the 5 minds of the future. Especially this time of crisis, napakaraming maladjustment sa kabataan and even the adults po nakaka-experience din ng maladjustment, no? Hindi lang tayong kabataan, even yung mga adults is nakaka-experience din ng ganito. So the 5 minds for the future is brought about the model of Howard Gardner. No, si Howard Gardner, siya din yung proponent ng multiple intelligence. Ayan, importante sa panahong ito na maging prepared tayo. Okay? Importante po yung discipline. Ayan, disiplina. Kailangan nating sumunod sa mga health protocols at makikooperate sa ating gobyerno, no, sa iba't ibang ahensya ng pamahalaan, sa mga school rules, no, kung ano yung pinapatupad, even sa churches pag nag-worship tayo, no. Alam natin ang mga ipinapatupad ay para sa kabutihan natin. Ayan. Na very important din po yung pagiging respectful and ethical. Ayan. Know what is right and wrong, and sumunod po tayo sa mga health protocols. Huwag tayong matigas ang ulo, no, para maging handa tayo sa ating hinaharap, no, yung paghuhugas lagi ng kamay, bawal lumabas, and always know that what is right and what is wrong is wrong. Hindi maitatama yung right, no? Kung ay hindi maitatama yung wrong. Talagang kung wrong siya, no? Wag nating alam nating mali, wag na nating gagawin. So very important din po at this time is to be creative. Kailangan tayong maging innovative at matuto tayong mag-adjust sa lahat ng pagbabago sa paligid. Ayan. Like yung blended learning, modular, online, ayan po. And of course, very important din po yung synthesizing mind. Dapat marunong tayong mag-validate ng mga trolls. Dapat marunong tayong mag-validate ng mga fake news, di po ba? Ayan. Hindi po lahat ng nakikita natin sa social media ay mga tama, no, legit at valid, no, para maiwasan po natin na minsan maloko, no, ma-scam, no, napakaraming ganyan ngayon. And para maiwasan din natin yung naiimpluwensyahan tayo ng mga negative energies, no, minsan kasi may mga nagpo-post online ng mga negative thoughts. So, wag natin silang basta-basta or agad-agad papaniwalaan kasi nakakadagdag din yan sa ating mental health condition, no? Ayan po. So, what is that again? Ano po lahat iyon, no? Have a discipline, becoming ethical and respectful, no? Be creative and have a synthesizing mind. Ayan po. So, all this we may use to prevent yung maladjustment. Ayan. Ayan, sana po natututo tayo. Ayan po. And for us, no, to challenge our minds, our negative thoughts, we're going to have a situation. Ayan. So, ito po yung situation natin, no, to challenge our negative thoughts, no. Situation, for example, no, natapunan ka ng milk ng iyong kapatid, no. And then, ano yung magiging reaction mo? No, usually, magagalit ka, sisigawan mo kagad yung kapatid mo, no? Sabihin mo sa kanya, stupid, yung mga ganon, no? So, magagalit ka, sisigawan mo siya, and then, yung physical reactions mo, no? Magkakasama na yan, no? Magkakaroon ng heartbeat na mabilis, no? Minsan, sasakit yung ulo kasi sobrang galit. So, yan. Kung yun yung thoughts natin, nagalit ka agad, buong araw natin, parang masisira na siya, no? But then again, kung babaligtaran natin na, kasi bata siya di ba? Minsan talagang aksidente yung mga ganyan. Kung naisip natin kaagad na gano'n, aksidente, bata, hindi pa masyadong kaya, so magkakaroon ka ng understanding and tutulungan natin siya, no? And then, kalmado lang. Maganda lang yung moods natin the whole day, no? So yun, yung mga situation natin, no, na to challenge our negative thoughts. Ayan. And then next, sandali lang po. Nawala na naman ang aking Ayan, next po is, wait, sorry, nagkakaroon ng technical issues dito sa Wait lang po, medyo hindi na po gumagalaw yung screen natin, sir. Ayan po. So yan, so what does it imply? Ano po? Ayan. So ikaw na po yung ayan. What does it imply? No? So your situation can trigger your thoughts, your feelings, behavior, and your physical reaction. No? So this is not more on the situation, but this is more on your thoughts. No? Naiintindihan niyo po ba? Ayan. So kahit anong situation ang dumating sa ating buhay, it is always based on our thought processes. Yun. So, yun po yung mga pinagmumulan ng ating mga nagiging problems sa ngayon. So, let's check on your situation in school. Sige po, next po. So yan. For example, ano po, no, yung situation natin sa school. Napakaraming mga projects, assignments, no, na binibigay sa atin despite this pandemic. Minsan, nangiisipin natin, ma-overwhelm tayo, no? Sasabihin natin na naman ni teacher, ang dami pa niyang binibigay, meron na nga ang COVID, yung gano'n, no? Ganun yung thought natin. Ma-overwhelm na tayo, hindi tayo makakapag-focus. So, anong mararamdaman natin? Usually, nagiging anxious tayo, no? Magkakaroon ng nervous, no? And then, anong gagawin natin? I-avoid natin yung mga paggawa ng projects. And parang tatama rin tayo kasi yun na yung pumasok sa isip natin. No? Ano yung magiging resulta? So, magkakaroon tayo ng failing grades. No? Ayan. So, the problem is not about the situation. No? The problem is how we process our thoughts based on our situation. So, external problem yung pandemic. No? Kung dadagdagan pa natin ng negative thoughts, double pandemic na tayo noon. No? So, ano yung tawag doon sa thoughts na yan? That is what we call the automatic thoughts. Yan, next po. Yung mga thoughts na masyadong mabilis, no? Yung automatic thoughts natin. Masyado silang mabilis at hindi natin napoproseso kaagad. Automatic nga, di ba? This can be the quick thoughts and it will lead to cognitive distortions. Ayan. So, anong ibig sabihin ng cognitive distortions? Ito yung tinatawag ng non-principle or all or nothing na parang kung bagsak, no? Walang focus, yun yung mga automatic thoughts. Or sometimes it can magnify or catastrophize our thoughts. Na ibig sabihin, masyado tayong nag-exaggerate. No? Masyado nating ini-exaggerate at pinapalaki yung mga problema because of our negative thoughts. That's what we do, no, in cognitive distortions. So, ang problema natin ay hindi pandemic. Ang problema natin is our way of thinking or our belief system that can make or break our lives, no, that tends us to be miserable. Ayan po. So, ayan, next po. Let's read this, no, everyone. Ayan po. Why do we distort reality? Everyone does, no? Everyone. Lahat po tayo. So, lahat tayo may tendency to do this. Kaya importante na with this little activity, we do hope that you'll be aware to handle our life by what? By validating our belief system and processing our thoughts. No? There are some of the core beliefs or negative thoughts. If we are helpless, no, yung parang feeling natin walang tutulong sa atin because of this pandemic, no, hindi supportive yung parents, di naniniwala kay God, or sometimes ito yung mga helpless core beliefs, no, I am incompetent. Ayan po, next po, sir. These are the I am incompetent, I am unloved, ayan yung mga helpless core belief, no, I am ineffective, I can't do anything right. So yun yung mga helpless core belief na minsan rooted siya, no. Ayan po, next po yung mga sinasabi natin, no. Ayan, mga unlovable core beliefs, no, yung mga feeling na hindi tayo mahal, I am unlovable, I am unlikable, I am bad. Yan yung mga label na parang binigay natin sa sarili natin, lalo na kung yung mga experiences na yan ay medyo naririnig natin from our loved ones, from our significant others. And ayun, yung sige po, next po, sir, yung iba pa, no, and this, yung mga worthless belief, no, I am worthless, etc. So lahat ng core belief na yan, no, ito yung mga na-create natin noon nung bata tayo, no, during our past experiences. Or minsan ngayon may na-experience din tayo ngayon na nakikreate natin, na sinasabi sa atin, especially kung naririnig natin ang mga ito sa mga significant others, sa mga mahal natin sa buhay, it could actually definitely give us what? A big bulk, no? Parang bigat sa balikat sila, no, sa ating buhay. Kasi yun yung mga pinasok natin sa mind natin. And also, there are also emotions. Sige po, next, sir, kung meron tayong negative core beliefs, meron ding mga negative emotions, no? Negative core beliefs, negative emotions na nararamdaman din natin, no? Kung yung mga core beliefs kanina, ano yung mga naiisip natin, of course, affected din ang ating emotions. Kung mga yung naisip natin, I am worthless, I am ineffective, I am unlovable. So, anong mararamdaman mo? Meron din negative emotions na pumapasok na, ayan, malulungkot na, sad, down, lonely, disappointed, ayan, and so on. So, lahat ng yan ay nagtitrigger po ng ating negative cognitive distortions, no? Yung mga negative cognitive distortions equals to negative emotions then. So, ayun, ang mangyayari, nagkakaroon na rin ng mental health problem. So, sige po, next po, we'll have a little activity. No? Please do screenshot, take a picture. Pwede nyo pong gamitin yan offline, no, para ma-challenge natin yung ating mga negative thoughts, no, yung pwede nating gawin for this first tool number 1 na ibahagi namin sa iyo, no, take a picture. So ang buhay ay isang journey, di ba? Ito ay isang paglalayag. Sa ating paglalayag, of course, makakaranas tayo ng mga alon sa buhay, mga challenges, mga struggles. Paano natin tatahakin ang ating buhay, no, para ito ay ating mapagtagumpayan? So what are your negative thoughts like this time of pandemic, no? Like for example, dyan sa slides natin, no, negative thoughts, I am incompetent, I am dumb. Tanungin mo yung sarili mo, i-assess mo, is it a fact na you are dumb or incompetent, no? It is a fact, yes, sasabihin mo sa sarili mo, no, kasi hindi mo natatapos yung task mo, no? It is a fact, unfinished kasi mga schoolworks. Or it is just an opinion, no? Baka opinion lang yan. No? Hindi ka naman talaga dumb, hindi ka naman talaga incompetent, no? Bakit? Kasi natapos mo nga yung elementary days mo nasa grade 7 ka na ngayon. Natapos mo nga yung high school days mo 'di ba? Nasa senior high school ka na nga ngayon So they are just opinion. So you have to reframe, no? Pwede mong sabihin, people are not born dumb and everyone makes mistake. Ayan, you can reframe, no? I can do better to improve my competence. Ayan. So, what are you going to do? action plan. So I will do time management to accomplish all my tasks. I can be competent. I can work hard. No, I will do my best to accomplish my task. So it is important to evaluate your thoughts. No, ayan. Our problems does not actually come from how worse our situation is, but it do came from our thoughts. So, kaya po, importante na dapat maging positibo po tayo. Ayan. Sige po, sir. Next, optimism is very important. Ayan po. So, ayan. A positive mindset brings positive things. So, pag positive na yung pinasok natin sa mind natin, tuloy-tuloy na yan. Ayan. So, let's do the hashtag be positive. So, hindi positive sa COVID, be positive. Ayan po. Sige, sir. Next po. So, yun yung tool number 1 natin na naibahagi sa inyo for you to become resilient. For the tool number 2, confidence. Ito yung believing in my abilities. No? Naniniwala po ba tayo sa ating abilities? Ayan. This is to identify, build confidence. Ayan. Ayan, sana po matuto tayo na maniwala tayo sa ating mga God-given abilities. No? Na lahat tayo ipinanganak na maganda, that we are competent, and pwede po natin gamitin yung mga God-given talents natin, yung mga abilities natin, sa pagtulong din sa ating kapwa. No? So what are the talents, skills, abilities, and interests that make you feel good about yourself? No? Ano yung mga ito? It could be a talent, skill, ability, or an interest. Like for example, singing, playing sport, cleaning your room is also an ability, no? And then pagtulong sa pagluluto kay nanay, that's also an ability that you can be proud of, that you can feel confident about yourself, no? Hindi lahat marunong magluto, di ba? So it is important to remember that these things can boost your self-esteem. Kaya di ba, yung mga awards, medals, minsan trophies, pictures ng mga accomplishments natin, naka-display sa bahay, no? Pag nakikita natin sila, di ba, it could help you build your confidence, no? These are your accomplishments, no? Learn to give yourself a pat on the back, yung pinagawa ko kanina sa inyo, no? For all your simple or small accomplishments, no? That could build your confidence. Sige po, sir. Next po, believe in yourself, and that is building your resilience. Ayan po. So, wag mong iisipin na wala kang talent, no? Ang sabi nga din ni Howard Gardner, meron tayong 9 multiple intelligence. So, hindi pwedeng wala ka nito, no? Yung interpersonal intelligence, body kinesthetic, linguistic, intrapersonal, natural, no? Yung mga environmentalist, spatial, musical, mathematical, mga mahilig sa math, and yung existential, no? Yung giving meaning to your life, that's also a talent. So, hindi pwedeng wala tayong talent. Lahat tayo meron yan, no? Pasok tayo lahat yan. Ayan po. Sige po, next, sir. So yan, always believe in yourself. Na lagi nating i-strive to be the best version of ourselves, no? Dahil kaya natin yan. Lagi natin sabihin sa sarili natin na kaya natin. Ayan po. Sige po, next po. So let's, for this tool number 2, activity, pwede natin gawin ito. Ano po, no? Pwede tayong gumawa ng collage, lahat ng accomplishments natin from our elementary days hanggang ngayon, no? Yung mga picture or mga accomplishments natin, awards natin, pwede natin pagsama-samahin, make a collage, gawin natin silang gumawa tayo ng frame, and then lagay natin sa kwarto natin, no? Minsan pag-ising mo sa umaga, makikita mo yan, no? It builds your confidence kasi you feel accomplished, no? Kasi nagawa mo yung lahat ng yan, no? It would build also your resilience. Ayan. Sige po. So yan, for the tool number 2, let's do the hashtag, ano po, na I believe in me, be confident, believe in yourself, and know that you can and you will. Ayan. So, next po. So, for the tool number 3, control, making the right choices. So, may mga bagay na hindi natin control, especially those that are external. No? Di natin control ang quarantine, ang virus, but we can mitigate it, no, through ourselves by making the right choices. So we can manage ourselves but sometimes we cannot manage external environment, no, that we have. Pero tayo on how to react, on how to act, how to behave, we can manage it. So we can control. So this is what we call decision making and developing your determination, no, to make a decision. No, for example, may problem. Sige po, next sir. Di makafocus, no? Yan, meron tayong problem, hindi online blended learning, no? Para sa'yo, problem siya. Ayan. So, ano yung magiging tinake mo siya as problem, di ka makafocus, tinatamad ka. Ayan. So, i-assess natin and do the right choice. Make a good decision. No? Current problems natin, online blended learning, no? Ano yung advantages niya? I-assess natin advantages niya. Of course, marami tayong matututunan. Learning new skills, mag-move tayo to next level. Kasi parang inisip natin na online siya, baka hindi naman ako matuto or tinatamad ako, yung mga ganon. So, isipin natin na may advantages din siya. No? Yung silver lining nga, nakikita pa rin natin despite our situation ngayon. Tingnan pa rin natin yung mga good things na mangyayari. Disadvantage, niisip mo na stress ka lang, less time for your leisure, pero i-evaluate mo, ano ba yung mas nananaig, no? Yung bang advantages or disadvantages. So, of course, evaluate mo, makaka-graduate ka, makaka-move on ka sa next level, and hindi ka naman nag-iisa to attend yung online or blended learning. Eh? Of course, yan. And then, mag-decision ka. Anong magiging decision mo? Of course, seeing the advantages dun sa situation natin, ang magiging decision mo, you're going to attend. You're going to accomplish all the tasks sa module natin, sa blended learning natin. And action plan, ang gawin natin is, you'll do the time management to accomplish yung mga school tasks mo. And para makagawa ka rin ng mga leisure time na gusto mo. No? At this time of pandemic nga, mas marami tayong time, di ba? For ourselves, for the task, no? Kasi yung pagpunta natin sa school, yung biyahe, time na gano'n, no? Yung time na yun, na-save natin for us to do some productive task. Ayan po. Sige po, next po, sir. So, yan. So, for the tool number 3, making the right choice in life, everything we do in life is done by the choice we make. So, our choices have consequences. So, make the right choice pa rin. And make it happen. No? Let's do the hashtag, make it happen. For the tool number 3. Next po, sir. So, for the tool number 4, developing character strength. No, yung character strength natin. Ano ba yung mga character strength natin? So, developing our character strength or values, na sana, my dear learners, tayo ay maging grateful and learn to appreciate the simplest things in life. No? Yung mga biggest blessings that we have, being grateful for all our loved ones, for the food that we eat, and for the water that we drink, and the air that we breathe. Yan. And paggising pa lang, di ba? Every gising is a blessing, di ba? Magkaroon tayo ng satisfaction and simplicity of life. Yun po yun, no? Yun po yung sa mga character strength na kailangan din nating ma-develop. Sa panahon po ngayon, napakatindi ng crisis. Ano yung mga values na mayroon ka? Na mayroon tayo? Are we more thankful to God ngayon? Or are we more humble? Are we more loving to our family now? So these are the character strengths according to the positive psychology. Ayan, next po. These are the summary of character strength. Sige po, sir, next. Let's choose one, no? Pili ka, alin dyan yung meron kang strength. Choose one of the most important para sa'yo. And one of the least important for you, no? So, one of the most important para sa'yo and one of the least important for you. No? There's no right or wrong answer. Pili ka lang. No? I-take note mo lang yan. So, i-discuss natin. So, you may choose whatever you want. Some people, importante sa kanila, yung love. No? People around should show love. Yun, no? Minsan yung self-control, no? Sa ngayon, sa mga kabataan, yung self-control, yung go na lang ng go, no? Yun yung medyo wala sila. So, nakategorize yan. So, kung ano yung napili natin, saan ka na pasok dyan? So, napili ba natin yung sa courage, yung pagkakaroon ng zest, ayan, bravery, honesty, ayan. Kung yun, dun ka sa category na yon, more on yung strength mo ay nasa heart. Ayan. So, kung napili natin ay under dun sa wisdom and knowledge, yung love of learning, ayan, perspective, judgment, yung strength natin ay nasa head. Ayan. So, kung love naman ang pinili natin, kindness, ayan, social intelligence, yung strength natin ay nasa humanity, no? Strength of others. And kung yung napili natin ay under sa justice, ayan, teamwork, leadership, fairness, yung strength natin nasa community. Ayan. And then, kung yung strength natin, yung nandyan under sa temperaments, yung humility, forgiveness, self-regulation, yung strength natin nasa sarili natin, no? And then, yung kung napili natin under sa transcendence, no, yung strength natin is strength of spirit, no? Yung we appreciate the beauty in life, pagkakaroon ng gratitude, hope, ayan. So, nasan tayo, no? Nasa transcendence, temperaments, justice, humanity, wisdom, or courage. Ayan, yung most natin, most like natin. Sige po, next, sir. So, based on studies, no, those who have this transcendence, yung strength nila, yung strength of spirit, are the more resilient people. No, sila yung mga resilient people. Ayan, sige po, sir. So, yon yung mga under dun sa transcendence, these are the resilient, they love humor, yung mga, they do minsan yung memes, TikTok, no, depende yun sa ano, kasi yung TikTok hindi masyadong ina-advise sa ating mga estudyante, no, kasi it will lead to some of the, ano na, minsan may nagkaka-problem sa, nagte-take advantage sa mga bata, no, yung pedophile. So, yung humor under sa transcendence, medyo iwasan natin. Or you can do that sa inyo lang, no, wag na lang din siyang ipopost. So, it depends on the personality naman yun dun sa humor as far as dun sa transcendence. So, yun. For us to also develop our resilience, we need to be grateful every day, no? Yung iniisip mo, sino yung mga, who are the 3 people that you are grateful for? Pwedeng yung parents, pwedeng yung mga teachers, and all. So, magpasalamat tayo palagi sa mga taong tumulong sa atin. And grateful also for this situation, no? Tingnan natin yung silver lining, no? Yung mga naidulot na maganda ng pandemic. Huwag tayong mag-focus dun sa negative lang. On the other side, meron din yung nagawang mga magaganda sa atin, like yung faith natin, mas lumalim, mas more time din tayong mag-pray. Yan. So, appreciate natin yon. And it is also, we also advise, no, and we do encourage you to make a gratitude jar, no? kung yung mga bagay na biglang naisip mo, pinasasalamatan mo, no? Meron kang blessings, meron kang magandang words na na-receive from your teachers, from your parents, isulat mo, ilagay natin sa gratitude jar natin, no? Minsan, pag medyo hindi maganda yung mood mo, puntahan mo yung gratitude jar, basahin mo yung mga sinulat mong magaganda. And it will make you feel good. Ayan. Sige po. So, next po. So, yun yung sa tool number 5, no? Be grateful. I will always say thank you more often. No? Finding gratitude and appreciation is the key to resilience. People who take time to list things they are grateful for are happier and healthier. Ayan. Sige po. Sir, next po. And for the tool number 5, yung competence solving problem. Okay. Sige po. So, kung kanina, no, gumawa tayo ng decision. So, decision making is different dun sa problem solving. So, yung problem solving is knowing how to solve your problem. Sige po, sir. Next po. Ayan. So, this is how we are going to solve our problem. Kung kanina, almost the same siya, that's making the right choice, no, yung sa other tool natin. At this time, ito yung solving our problem. So, current problem natin is the same online class, no? Yung problem natin is wala kang gadget. So, isipin natin, paano ka, yung learnings natin, na paano ka matututo, and then disadvantage, costly kung magpapabili ka naman kay parents. So, anong gagawin natin? So, ang gagawin natin is humanap ka ng school na merong modular. So, yun, solve natin yung problem natin. Yun yung magiging action plan natin. So, learn to solve yung mga problems natin, na lahat ng problem naman merong solusyon. Okay? Sige po, sir. Next po. Yan. For the hashtag dun sa tool number 5 natin, we can all overcome our problems. So, the greater the obstacle, the more glory in overcoming it. No? Minsan, feeling of accomplishment din yan pag nasasolve natin yung mga problem natin. Next po. So, the next tool is tool number 6, which is yung coping, learning mindfulness. So, I do hope that we engage, no, into healthy coping, especially yung mindfulness, eating healthy food, exercises. Yung ngayon, di ba, nauuso yung mga plantito-plantita, no? Pwede naman din sa bata. Yung coping natin is healthy, no? Yung coping or mindfulness, healthy exercises, eating the right food, yoga, journaling, hindi yung vices, no? Nag-cope kang, not into smoking, not into drugs, not into drinking alcohol, not into pagpupuyat, no? Hindi rin siya maganda. So, yung coping natin, let's be mindful. Sige po, sir, next po. You can do this activity on your own, no? Pwede yung screenshot, no? We can do this, like, for example, ngayon, pwede po ba natin siyang gawin? Ayan, can you please sit comfortably? Ayan. Yung hands nyo, lagay nyo sa lap. And then, breathe in, breathe out. Ayan. So, ayan. Make a comfortable position. So, for the first activity, identify po natin yung 5 things that we see around. In your mind lang. Please identify kung ano yung 5 bagay na nakikita mo sa paligid mo. And then inhale, exhale. And then next, we can close our eyes for the next one. Please identify the 4 things. The 4 things that you can feel. Ano yung mga 5 bagay, ay 4 na bagay na nararamdaman mo sa ngayon? Yung 4 na mga nararamdaman natin sa ngayon. And then inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. So, manatili pa rin po tayong nakapikit. Ayan. For the next one, identify the 3 things that you can hear. Ano yung 3 bagay na naririnig mo sa paligid? Ano yung 3, identify them in your mind lang. Ano yung 3 bagay na naririnig natin sa paligid? Ayan, and then inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then the next one, ano po yung 2 bagay na naaamoy natin? Ano yung 2 bagay na that you can smell? Yung 2 bagay na naaamoy natin. And then inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. And then the last one, the one thing that you can taste dyan sa dila natin. Ano yung nalalasahan natin? And then inhale, exhale. Ayan, you can open your eyes na po. Okay na. So, you can do this, no? For you to have a relaxed mind. Para maging relax ang ating mind. Yung mga pag-iisip natin. Lahat ng mga naiisip natin, mapapahinga yung mind natin. So, it is a good coping, no? Yung pagkakaroon ng mindfulness. Ayan. So, yan. Thank you po. Next po, sir. So, yan. For the tool number 6, no? Let's do the hashtag, everything will be okay. Life is not the way it's supposed to be. It's the way it is. No? So, the way we cope with it is what makes the difference. Ayan. Sige po. Next po. For the tool number 7, ayan, tool number 7, this is the connection or communicating positively. This is to identify and develop ways to communicate positively with loved ones and appreciate the value of connecting with them. And also yung connection, connect to our God, or if you have the Supreme Being, connect with loved ones, and of course, yung connection nyo rin with your parents, no? Minsan yung mga pet lover, nakakatulong din yon na you are connected with them. Ayan, this is very important, lalo na po ngayon na mostly nasa bahay lang tayo. No? Di ba, guys? Very important to have connections with our family. So your home is considered your first school. Before we are able to enroll in a real class, we learn different things at home. No? Sa bahay tayo natututo. Your family or loved ones are the primary people that care about you, and through them, you are able to surpass a lot of challenges. So today, let's learn how to strengthen our relationship with our family through these simple steps. Ayan, next po, sir, meron tayong activity for you to develop yung good relationship ninyo with your family. Of course, build rapport, no? Yung trust building and openness, napaka-importante sa family. And then, of course, importante din ito, no? Observe, no? Look around, be connected, updated sa nangyayari sa family natin. Minsan, sobrang busy natin, nakatutok sa mga modules or sa leisure natin, sa gadget and all. Hindi natin alam yung mga updates sa family natin. Of course, be connected, no? Be updated with what's happening. And of course, express your feeling. By expressing your feeling, be polite, be honest, no? Mas maganda na yung mga nararamdaman natin, yung mga concerns natin, sinasabi natin sa family natin, sa mga magulang natin, kasi sila yung makakatulong sa atin. And then, kung meron tayong gusto, no, sabihin natin yung mga needs natin and all. Pero yun nga, nag-observe din tayo na alam natin yung situation natin ngayon, no, bring it to them gently, yung mga ganon, no, na gusto ko ng ganyan or ganon. Pero, tanungin nyo, kung kaya naman, syempre ibibigay naman yan ng mga magulang natin. And of course, magkaroon ng agreement and action plan. No? Anak, hindi pa kaya ngayon, baka next na ano, doon natin mabibili. Mga ganun. Have a good relationship, even with your siblings, no? Sa ngayon, sa panahon ngayon, mas maganda na sila din yung kakapitan natin, na pagsasabihan natin ng problema, napakahalaga po yon, no? Stay connected, no? Connected and communicate positively. Sige po, sir. Next po. Yan. So you have a right to your thoughts and feelings. Your feelings are always valid. Minsan hesitant kasi tayo na i-express yung feelings natin. Valid yung feelings natin. But of course, communicate positively. Baka sabihin mo, nung nag-webinar po kami, sabi nila, express namin yung feelings namin and all. No, you are entitled to that. Pero hindi naman yung pagalit or very proud ka. No? Be humble and yun nga, communicate positively. Valid naman nga ang mga nararamdaman natin. And of course, communicate with humbleness, with humility, and be positive in communicating with other people. Ayan po. Next po. So the next tool is contribution, being a good example online and offline. So I do hope, especially sa mga learners natin, the youth of today, yung mga Gen Z and Alpha Gen, we do hope that you inspire people online and offline, no, by being a good example. So those one small act of kindness, we can put them together and can make a big difference, no. What small but good deeds you can do online and offline are very very inspiring kung makakapagbigay tayo ng mga inspirational thoughts and all, yung mga positive vibes lang, yung mga pinopost natin. No, I do hope na hindi tayo nagbabash or nambubuli sa social media, no? Yung i-share lang natin yung mga positive vibes, no? Sharing is caring. Also, no, assisting your siblings sa modules nila, no? Kahit na hindi mo papakita yan sa at least yan offline ginagawa natin, no? Or tinutulungan natin yung classmates natin na sa palagay natin nahihirapan. So yun, no? Be a good example online and offline. Hindi yung ginagawa lang natin ito because may maipopost tayo, no? Kahit na offline, be a good example and be a contributor, no? Maging productive tayo at tumulong tayo sa kapwa natin. Lalo na kung may mga talent tayo na kailangan nating i-share natin sila. Ayan. Next po, sir. Ayan, for this activity, no, we can list yung mga ginagawa nating contribution offline and yung mga online na ginagawa natin, no? I-identify natin, isulat natin sila, no? Pwede tayong mag-drawing ng mga prutas na bahay kubo. Ayan, i-list natin. At mas maganda, mas marami yung mga contribution natin. Ayan po. Next po, sir. Ayan, goodness comes from inside of you. It is your energy and makeup when you give it away. It leads to greatness. So yun nga, there is goodness. There's always goodness in us. Let's share goodness. Ayan po. And the next tool, the tool number 9 is, sige po sir, next po. Tool number 9 is yung education, educating yourselves about mental health. No? Like for example, ngayon, attending this webinar, this is very important. And of course, after all the little ways of activities on building resilience, I do hope that we can gain the knowledge and skills and of course appreciate the value of becoming an advocate. No, yung mga natutunan natin, yung mga na-share natin, yung mga natutunan natin dito sa webinar, napakaganda na i-share din natin ito. And for us to be an advocate, yun din yung challenge din namin sa inyo to share your resilience, no, yung mga strength natin. Sige po sir, next po. So yan, for the first will of well-being, no, identify ways, no, to achieve yung mga sumusunod. Ayan, yung self-acceptance, ayan, yung purpose in life, personal growth, identify them, it could help you become a mentally healthy student, no? Ano ba yung purpose natin sa buhay? Of course, kung meron tayong, alam natin kung ano yung purpose natin sa buhay, no? May direction tayo, meron tayong magiging positive yung vibes natin. Na parang motivated tayo to achieve that. And yun, magkaroon ng positive relationship, no? Magkaroon ng control, self-acceptance, yung personal growth, and of course, yung environmental mastery. Alamin natin kung ano yung nangyayari. Ayan po. Sige po, next, sir. Ayan, yung being an advocate, my mental health is important. No, mental health is not a destination. Hindi ka na naman basta mapupunta dun na mentally healthy ka na kagad, no? But a process. It's about how you drive, not where you're going. So, binibigyan din ng effort yan. Ano po, yung pagiging mentally healthy din natin. Yeah, next po, sir. So, for the last one, for the tool number 10, this is the advocacy, becoming a well-being advocate. No? Ayan, after all this sharing that we have, yung mga binigay naming tools sa inyo, of course, we expect you to be an advocate. No? I-share natin yung mga natutunan natin. Your actions can make a strong impact on well-being of our community. So it is important to be mindful of what you do, develop healthy relationship, and try to respond positively to every situation. Ayan. Sige po, sir. Next. So, yan. For your activity, do the map. No? Start every journey. Take time to think of small ways that you can impact your community positively and create your own guide, no? Kung paano natin gagawin yung advocacy journey natin, no? And of course, it begins sa bahay. Okay? Sige po. Sorry, next po. And so the ayan, so this is what we call understanding well-being, and when we talk about well-being, it's holistic, no? Yun nga, yung physical health, and then yung mental, and then emotion, yung connection nyo with family, yung social health, no? And then well-being, yun. So holistic siya. Lahat yan titingnan natin. So it's not only physical, it's not only mental and emotional, but also yung family and social health. How to deal with people around you. Of course, yung your spiritual health, your spiritual life is also important. Yung relationship with God, and of course, that is all about yung well-being, yung holistic development. Sige po, sir. Next po, and this is the mental health continuum, no? Para po tayo ay magkaroon ng maiwasan natin, no? Hindi tayo magkaroon ng mental health problems. We have to have the strength of personality, the strength of your thought processes, and the strength of your emotion, the strength of your behavior, and the strength of your feelings, no? The strength of your coping mechanism and personality. So in order for you to prevent stress also, no, be resilient. Resilience, and of course, yung quality attachment with your loved ones in order for you to avoid stress and health problems, no? Pag ito hindi natin na-achieve, pupunta tayo dun sa mental health problems, magkakaroon ng mga stress, ayan. And then, papunta dun sa mental illness. So, dun pa lang, sa first pa lang, i-achieve natin na maging mentally healthy. Yung mga nabanggit natin kaninang mga strength, and then how to be resilient, and how to communicate with our loved ones. Ayan po. So, ayan po. Next, sir, let us remember. Next po. So, let us remember po na that our life is our message, no? Kung ano yung nakikita nila sa atin, yun yung parang pinapakita mo na yung advocacy mo, no? Your life is your message. So be an inspiration. So lagi nating tandaan na yung maging advocate tayo ng well-being para ma-inspire natin yung mga tao sa buhay natin. Ayan po. So sige po, sir. Sir, next po. So yan ang ating buhay ay hindi lang po nakabase sa ating pag-iisip, no, sa ating puso at sa ating galaw. It also measure it is also measure and the metric of what we call attitude in life. Pag positibo yung ating pag-iisip, no, maganda yung pag-uugali natin, and also connected tayo sa ating loved ones, no? Yung psychological well-being natin is sunod-sunod yan, no? Ayan. So, our advice is, of course, be the best you, no? Share your resilience. Yung resilience is kasikanan sa Kapampangan, no? Ito lahat yung mga actually summary ng mga na-share natin, no? Yung always be positive, no? Hindi sa COVID, always be positive, believe in yourself, no? Yung mga tools na na-share kanina, make it happen, be grateful, no? Lagi nating isipin na I can overcome my problems and everything will be okay. My feelings are valid. There is goodness in me. And my mental health is important. And then I am an advocate of well-being. Ayan po. So next po. So yun po yung advice namin sa inyo, be the best version of yourself, no? Comparing to your old self, no? Hindi sa ibang tao. Compare yourself to your old self and be the best version of yourself always. And last po, ito yung gusto ko ring iwan po sa inyo, yung 5 W's of life, sir. Ayan, ito yung 5 W's of life, no? Who you are is what makes you special. Do not change for everyone. What lies ahead will always be a mystery. Do not be afraid to explore. When life pushes you over, you push back harder. When there are choices to make the one that you won't regret. Why things happen will never be certain. Take it in stride and move forward. Yun lamang po. Thank you so much sa pakikinig.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am Rose, thank you so much. Hello po, hello. Before mag-discuss, I would like to thank you so much, okay, sa ating well-explained, okay, in a simple manner na maintindihan po talaga, hindi lang yung mga teachers po natin na nakikinig, especially yung mga learners po natin. And with that, salute po, ma'am. Thank you so much. Okay. Before we go to the questions, ready na po ba pala kayo? Pag may webinar po kami sa medical na ganito, it's always my introduction after the discussion is, ready ka na ba, ma'am? Ready ka na ba, sir? Ganun. Kasi challenging talaga yung ibang questions ng ating mga learners.
Yes
Okay.
po, sir.
Yes, ma'am. But before we go to the questions, ma'am, I would like to share some good comments from our learners. Okay. Meron na po. Babasahin ko lang. Hashtag, sabi po niya, every gising is a blessing. Wow. Dear learners, pagpasensyahan nyo na kung hindi ko nababanggitin yung mga names nyo. Kasi it's for your safety. Okay? Okay, so every gising daw is a blessing. And dun nga po sa sinabi ninyo kanina, every day also is a blessing and an opportunity to do and be the best person that we can be.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, sabi naman po nung isa, I am happy and fine this school year. Nag-declare siya ng positive outcome. Sabi po niya again, I am happy and fine this school year. So with our learners, yun, gawin natin, sabi nga na, be positive. Okay. Tapos ma'am, may nag-share dito ng kanyang kwento. Okay, sabi niya, before the pandemic, lagi ko pong gusto na nasa labas. Ngayon, mas gusto ko pong mag-isa kahit magpa-araw-araw lang, nakakawala. Ay, wait lang. Parang iba yung nabasa ko kanina. Ay, hindi. Okay, later na po to. Pasensya na. Yung sa messenger pala. Inano sa akin. Now, let's proceed to some questions na po. Okay. First question po natin, how to deal with fast or yung mabilis na mood swings? Is this a sign of being bipolar?
First, i-assess natin. Assess natin yung sarili natin. No? Madalas ba? Matagal na ba? Mag-take note ka. No? Ano yung mga nag-trigger? No? Pag nararamdaman mo yung mga mood swing na yan, ano yung mga nag-trigger? Take note mo. No? Ilista natin and all. And then, pag nagtatagal na siya, medyo matagal nang nararamdaman, palaging ganyan, 3 months hanggang 6 months, mag-consult po, no? Yung nabanggit ko kanina, meron tayong online counseling, merong link ang DO, Division Office, wherein isa po ako sa mga volunteer. Nakapost naman po siya sa FB page ng Division. Ayan. Yun nga po, i-take down lahat, i-observe, i-assess yung sarili. Pag medyo matagal na talaga siya, mag-consult po tayo. Huwag po tayong mahihiyang mag-consult. Ayan.
Yes. Okay.
Sabi nga ni Sir Ralph, di ba, help is here and help is free sa atin, no? Dito sa DepEd Angeles. Ayan.
Yes,
Wala
so,
pong bayad yun. Ayan. Wala pong bayad. Okay.
Yes, sa mga hindi pa po nakakaalam na learners po natin at sa mga ibang teachers po natin, may free guidance and counseling po tayo dito sa Division Office. Yung ang sinabi po ni Ma'am. And, okay, paalala ko lang po sa ating mga learners, yun nga, hindi po madaling mag-diagnose. Tama po ba, Ma'am Rose?
Opo, wag po tayong magsa-self-diagnose, yes.
Yes. Okay, may paraan po or yun nga, may scientific basis ang ating mga professionals, mga medical professionals, kung paano ma-identify kung sakit na ba talaga or minsan normal lang talaga kasi tao lang naman tayo. Tama po ba, Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay.
Yun nga, sinasabi po nila, at this time of pandemic, it is okay not to be okay, pero pag medyo matagal na nating nararamdaman, mag-consult na po tayo. Ayan.
Good. Okay, so I think yung duration doon ang importante, no, Ma'am Rose?
Opo, pag
Kapag
medyo matagal na siya.
matagal and lagi-lagi na lang na
Lagi
ganun.
na lang nararamdaman.
Yes, and
Mag-consult.
yung ano doon, yung nadi-disturb na yung daily living.
Yes, hindi na siya productive, wala na po siyang nagagawa sa mga ano, at ayun, affected na po talaga. Ayan. Mag-consult po tayo.
Sige po. Thank you so much po, Ma'am. I think na-address po ng maganda po yung tanong po ng ating isang learner doon.
Yes.
Ang next question naman po natin, ito. Medyo maganda to, related na siya kahit bago pa lang na dumating na question dahil related dun sa kanina, ibabasahin ko na po. What would you say to people who thinks that seeking help for mental health problem is not necessary?
Ayan
Or
nga.
sometimes, may stigma kasi, di ba?
Yes,
Dito
oo,
sa
yun nga po.
Philippines, may stigma.
Yun nga po yung stigma na inaalis natin, no? So, having heard all those thoughts na ibahagi namin, even nga si Sir Ralph and si Ma'am Jen, be an advocate, no? Yung pagiging advocate po ninyo, makakatulong po yan na matanggal yung stigma natin, no? Yung po kasing physical health is mental health is important as physical health, no? Kung di ba pag nagkasakit ka, pupunta ka sa doctor, physically, no, nagpapa-consult ka, hindi ka man nahihiya. Same lang po 'yon sa mental health, and it is acceptable na there are times nakakaranas po tayo ng ganyan. Wag po nating iisipin yung ibang tao. Ano po, no, sa ibang bansa po napakaano nga po kasama na nga yan minsan sa insurance nila na pag nagpa-consult ka sa psychologist, psychiatrist, sa counselor, meron siya, no, babayaran ng insurance. So, be an advocate po, no? Tulungan niyo po kami na tanggalin yung stigma. Ayan. Pag dumami po tayong advocate, malalabanan po natin yung stigma na yan. Thank you po dun sa question. Ayan.
Yes, Ma'am. Maganda nga po yung tanong. Ma'am Rose, anong gen na kasi yung mga kabataan natin ngayon?
Alpha Gen po. Gen Z and Alpha Gen. Alpha Gen.
Oo, Alpha Gen. So, I think with this new generation na ano po natin, youth, mas ano naman sila eh, mas ano tawag dito.
Acceptable, oo. Mas,
Oo,
ano,
yung mga
mas
ganito,
open sila, no?
mas
Oo.
open sila. So I
Mas
think with this,
dinidiscuss po nila, oo.
yes, unlike siguro yung sa atin po, medyo ano tayo dito eh,
Conservative, yeah.
tama. Kaya
Medyo
nga,
conservative po
ah,
tayo.
oo, conservative po tayo. I think mas mabilis itong ano na to, mas open sila na tanggapin or yung
Yes.
acceptance nila dito.
Apo.
Okay. So,
That is why, sir, mas makakakuha tayo ng maraming advocate, no, po, sa generation na
sa
ito.
generation na
Ayan
to.
po.
Opo. Okay, ang next question po natin, it's about bullying. Okay? So when a child is being bullied, what is the type or what could be the effect that they would have? Siguro mentally po.
Usually, di ba, pag nabubuli, minsan mayroon silang pagkabalisa, nawawalan ng gana din sa pag-aaral, yung mga ganun, no? Minsan ganun po yung reason, no? Yung underlying problems po pala ng mga ganun, nabubuli siya. And minsan, actually, madalas hindi po sila nagsasabi, no? Na ipapakita nila yan sa mga sa behavior nila na tinatamad na silang mag-aral. Dati ang sipag-sipag nila, hindi nila natatapos yung mga school works nila. Yun pala, nabubuli na po pala sila, no? Yun po, pagkabalisa and all. Usually, tumatahimik din, hindi na masyadong expressive, yung mga ganun. Pag nakita po natin na medyo nagbago yung behavior ng bata, consult din po. Mag-consult din po tayo, no? Kausapin po natin sila. Kung baka nabubuli na pala sila, ayun. Usually nga, ganun po kasi yung nabubuli na nagkakaroon din ng mental health problem. Nawawala ng gana, balisa, tinatamad, no? Hindi natatapos yung mga school works. Yun po.
Yes po, ma'am. Especially, again, uulitin ko po sa mga hindi po nakakaalam, galing din po ako sa isang big school, tama po ba? Kung saan po si Ma'am Rose po ngayon. Which, okay, very common ang bullying sa mga big schools. Kasi sobrang ano po sila, intercultural eh. Madami ng iba't iba na po pinanggagalingan ng mga bata. Yun, so isa-summarize ko lang po ng konti yung sinabi ni ma'am. Yung una po siguro yung makikita yung change in the behavior po ng student po natin. Dati siyang masiyahin, tapos bigla tatahimik na lang siya or mag-absent siguro sa mga classes. Okay, so with that po, okay, wag po tayong mag-alala kasi sa City High at sa mga big schools po natin, mayroon talaga tayong mga guidance counselors po tulad po ni Ma'am Rose, which handle this kind of situation po talaga. Okay, and sa mga learners naman po natin, okay, secretly, okay, if you are being bullied, wag po kayong mahiya. Okay, you can make a step. Okay, para po may stop yung bullying, okay, go to the proper authority, sa ating advisor, okay, and sa ating pong guidance counselor para ma-discuss po to at may stop yung bullying sa school. Tama po ba, ma'am?
Yes po. And meron naman po tayong mga advocacy sa school, yung stop bullying. Ano po, even yung mga advisor po, ayan, ina-advocate din po nila yan sa class po nila. Yan.
Yes po. Thank you po, ma'am. Okay, now, okay. Ma'am, ito magandang question to. Okay, from our learner. Sabi po niya, if I plan to seek consultation about my mental health, but my parents refuse to, how do I reach out for help?
Pwede siyang pwede naman na mag-online din po dun sa natin. And of course, dahil learners sila, kokontakin namin yung parents and i-explain natin yan sa mga magulang na be open. Of course, pag learners po, kailangan natin ng consent din ng mga minor po sila. So, ipapaliwanag din namin yan sa parents para mabukas po yung kaisipan nila. And kung gusto mong magpatulong sa advisor, they can also assist you, no, to ask help dun po. Kung walang guidance counselor sa school, pwedeng yung sa division office, yung online, pwedeng magpa-assist sa advisor, no? And then, of course, hindi naman namin sisimulan kaagad yung counseling nang hindi nalalaman ng guardian or ng parents. Ayan po.
Ayun. Yes po, ma'am. And actually, doon sa latter part po, di ba, na-discuss po doon yung sa may home sweet home.
Yes, opo. Yung communication.
Yung communication. Yung communication inside the house or yung sa home po talaga. Okay. Sabi nga doon, sabi niyo po kanina, natandaan ko yan, you can express your feelings, pero meron siya, with respect.
Yes, opo. Siyempre, lagi tayong ng respect.
Yes. To our dear learners na nakikinig po ngayon, there is nothing wrong being expressive. Yun nga lang, ilagay lang po natin sa lugar. Okay? Marunong po tayong rumispeto sa mga matatanda. Para at least magkaroon ng bridge yung gap sa communication. Okay.
Siguro nag-aaranggap yung mention nyo po kanina, yung mga past generations na medyo hindi open nga po dito sa mental health and yung mga generation ngayon. So, meron talaga siyang gap. Kaya nga po, ito, napakaganda po ng programa ninyo na magkaroon ng awareness din sa mga parents po. Ayan.
Yes po. Ayun, so mga dear learners, in case na kailangan nyo ng tulong, yun, you can ask your advisor. Then, yun, ma-coordinate po dito para at least, okay, ma-address po natin sa mga parents naman po natin, okay, to do the consultation naman sa kanila. Mapayagan po tayo.
Yes po.
Okay, ma'am, next question na po tayo. Maraming salamat po sa ating sagot. Okay. Ito, maganda. Okay, how do we encourage students who have lost interest in learning due to limitations like internet problems, data load costs, and not having physical interaction with their classmates? Personal and family problems due to pandemic usually add up to these situations.
Ayan nga, di ba? Yung kung dun sa unang tool natin kasi kanan, i-assess natin, no? I-challenge natin paano natin ina-assess yung problems din natin, no? I-assess natin isa-isa, no? Yung sa physical, know na hindi ka nag-iisa, lahat tayo nasa ganyang situation and ma-overcome din natin yan. Yung sa mga net problems, lahat naman tayo nakakaranas din po ng ganyan. And yung mga family problems, yan, no? Almost all, no? Maging resilient ka, maging matatag ka, no? I-apply natin lahat yung mga binigay natin kanina. Assess talaga natin, problema ba yan talaga? Or may solusyon? Problema talaga yan? Of course, may solusyon yan. No, i-explore mo lahat yung pwede natin gawin. Ikaw din mismo ang makakasagot niyan. I-assess natin yung situation natin. And importante na magkaroon ka ng positive mindset na kakayanin natin yan. Nagawa natin yan. Ayan.
Yes, ma'am.
And kung talagang kailangan po talaga ng tulong, si advisor nandyan. And kung si guidance counselor nandyan din po sa school na pwede kang tulungan. Ayan. Kung talagang hirap na hindi ma-assess, tutulungan ka kung paano i-process yung situation mo talaga. Ayan po.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, katulad nga po ng nabanggit kanina kasi may kanya-kanyang coping mechanism ang tao.
Yes po.
So, yun po, ma'am. And share ko lang with me po kasi, siguro nga with all the challenges and trials sa buhay, ang isang pinagpapasalamat ko talaga yung sabi nga kanina, communication to family and the supreme being.
Yes. Tama.
Tama po ba? Kasi, okay, in this time of pandemic po na uncertain ang lahat, invisible ang kalaban natin. Okay? So, yun na nga. We have to work out our faith again, dear learners.
Apo.
Okay? Opo, yun. Opo.
Makakatulong po ng malaki.
Yes po. Kasi nga with the invisible yung kalaban, of course, uncertain lahat. Okay? Takot lahat magkasakit, especially yung takot ngang abuyan or magka-COVID. prayers and yung tiwala natin, yung faith natin kay Lord na hindi niya tayo pababayaan at lilipas din yung panahon na to at masasabi natin, okay, thank you Lord at tapos na po ang pandemic na to.
Yes. Opo.
Okay. Okay, let's proceed to our next question po, ma'am. Yung pong mga gustong humabol pa ng mga tanong, ito po, nakikita po natin yung QR code po natin dyan. Okay, pwede po tayong mag-scan dyan and mag-type po tayo ng ating mga question. Or yung experience po natin, pwede ko pong basahin later yung kung gusto nyo mag-share ng experience po ninyo. Ma'am, ito. Though simple yung tanong, okay, but in a learner perspective, maganda po to. Kasi it's normal to them. Ang tanong po niya, medyo mahirap po minsan po, naiisip mo na lonely ka. Tapos depressed, tapos bigla ka na lang pong iiyak. Ang tanong po niya, bakit po ganon?
Merong talagang minsan nakakaranas ng ganyan kasi hindi lang talaga yung external yung nakakapagdulot ng mental health problems. Meron din po kasing minsan hormonal sa gene, minsan may hormonal factor din po yun, no? There are times na yung mga moods natin affected sa mga hormones natin. Like for example, di ba po, pag minsan meron tayong period, yan, for no reason, di mo maintindihan, bugnutin ka, kasi di ba po, yan, sa medical, side, may mga na hindi natin naiintindihan. So yung mental health problems, hindi lang po from the external, how you think and all, meron din po kasi siyang minsan kinalaman dun sa medical side, no? Yung hormones sa ating pagkatao. So kung ganon, and yun nga, na-mention ko rin na hindi mo naintindihan yung sarili mo and medyo matagal yung nararamdaman natin, mag-consult po tayo for us to assess you deeper, no? Kung minsan baka madalas na palang nararamdaman niyo po yan. So mag-consult po, no? Ayan po.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. So I think this would be our last question. Okay. Mga guys, wala na po bang humahabol na tanong? Okay, I think this would be the last question, ma'am. Okay. So, as a student, sabi po niya, how can we help empowering not just our co-students but also people around us during distance learning?
People around us. Doon nga sa last slide, no, yung sinabi, your life is your message. The way you act, the way you behave, no, kung paano mo harapin yung mga problema mo, is your message to people around, no. The way you act, lahat yung mga nakikita nila sa iyo, kahit na hindi mo sinasabi, i-impose sa kanila na ganitong gawin mo and all, kung ano yung nakikita nila sa iyo, nagiging inspirasyon ka sa ibang tao. And if you are an advocate of this mental health, makikita nila yun sa iyo, no, sa pagkatao mo. And hindi mo kailangan sabihin sa kanila na advocate ka, no, the way you face your problems, the way you carry yourself. Yun yung message mo sa kanila. And nakaka-empower ka na, nakaka-inspire ka na. Ayun po.
Yes. Okay, ma'am. Yes. Ang ganda po ng answer po ninyo doon. Okay, your greatest testimony is your life.
Yes.
Okay, makikita na sa atin na nakaka-empower na tayo by just looking at the person.
Yes.
Okay. And, ma'am, before we end it, okay, i-share ko lang yung isang kwento ng ating learner. Okay, may nag-chat po, shinare po niya yung kwento niya. Sabi po niya, okay, makinig po tayong lahat. Kumusta po kayo? Okay, medyo napapagod po kasi ako online classes. May modules pa po. But at the same time, nagsisipag po talaga ako kasi gusto kong makakuha ng scholarship sa pangarap kong school. Okay. So, gusto ko ding maging proud ang parents ko, ang family ko, And gusto ko din pong maging maganda ang future namin para masuklian ko yung mga pagsasakripisyo nila mama para sa pag-aaral namin. And may dalawa pa po akong batang, siguro kapatid po to, mga batang kapatid na tinuturuan, pero panigurado po na makakayanan ko po ito. Yung being resilient, no? It's her choice na maging palaban sa buhay. Palagi ko po kasi pinagpapaalalahanan yung sarili ko na dapat maging productive kasi kung hindi po nila kayang turuan ng mga bata, tapos ako po, kaya kahit grade 10 na po ako, gagawin ko po. So talagang maganda po yung sharing po ng ating learning nito. Para makatulong po sa kanila kahit papaano. Okay? So kaya sana po matapos na tong pandemic na ito at sana maging maayos na po ang lahat. So, thank you so much po sa ating learner na nag-share ng kanyang experience. And Ma'am Rose, sa inyo po, saludo po kami sa inyo. Maraming salamat po, okay, sa pagbibigay nyo ng inyong oras, okay, ng inyong information, okay, your expertise regarding this matter. And I think, okay po, madami pong tayong natulungan na learner. Meron pang humabol na? Oh, okay Ma'am Rose, I think, okay, kahit sinabi ko na tapos na, okay, meron tayong, okay, sige. Meron po tayong isang sharing din, okay? Babasahin ko na din po, okay, para sa kalahatan. Okay. This isn't really a question, but a suggestion. And I suggest, okay, showing more LGBTQIA plus people support in school because it's rare to find community and to the fact we also deal with a lot of discriminations. Considering how this country isn't really queer friendly, so I think it would be a great idea to show support by spreading awareness about the discriminations that we face every day and by showing more diversity about us. I also suggest spreading more awareness about different kinds of mental health disorders. Parang suggestion to talaga na para sa next webinar. Okay, basahin ko na. I also suggest spreading more awareness about different kinds of mental health disorders and on how to deal with them or how to keep them in control with every different situation, including, okay, a strict religious parents that do not believe in mental health. Okay, wait lang. Yung first po niya, strictly religious parents that do not believe in mental health. Letter B, parents that are emotionally unstable or unavailable. Letter C, financially unstable family or community, and a lot more, which is really hard to deal with. Thank you for your time and understanding. Okay, I think, okay.
Sir. Ang dami ng suggestion. So yun it's a long journey, no? Papunta tayo dun sa healthier Philippines. Napakarami pa rin talagang gawin. Napakaganda po ng suggestion niya. And napakarami pong trabaho ng School Health Division yan for suggestions.
Ang for me, ma'am, sasagot, this is just the start. Tama po ba?
Opo.
This is just the start. So thank you for that suggestion and comment po. Okay, we would work on those. Okay. Okay, ito, real question po ito. I think last na po ito kasi, okay, it's getting lunchtime na po. Okay, and meron pa tayong ibang part ng program. Okay, do you think po na mental health breaks are a must, especially ngayon po na the learning modality is very different sa dati?
Yes po, oo, kasi mahalaga yan. Actually, i-share ko lang, napakagandang practice dun sa isang university na kung saan ako part-time din, nagtuturo tuwing gabi. After every major exam, binibigyan sila ng mental health break, no?
Mm-mm.
Ah, para makapagpahinga muna na wala mo ng task, wala mo ng assignment, wala mo ng class and all. Mahalaga po 'yan. Even ikaw din, as a student, you can schedule those mental health break, no?
Yes.
Gumawa tayo ng time management, no? Pag kunwari yung modules mo, you can finish them in 3 days. May gano'n, no? Minsan nga,
Mm-mm.
lang. Ah, bigay mo sa sarili mo yung 2 days as your mental health break. Napakahalaga po 'yan.
Yes
Mahalaga po.
po.
Self-care po.
Yun. Self-care yun. So I hope nasagot po ng maayos yung mga learners. But, okay, may paalala lang ako sa ating mga learners po din. Okay, I also became a student. Oh, we were also students before, ma'am. Tama po
Yes.
ba?
Opo.
Okay. Napaka-importante din talaga ng time management.
Yes.
And sa time management po kasi, okay, we prioritize kung ano yung mga importanteng gagawin muna.
Yes.
Okay, so hindi naman sa nangangaral ako mga dear learners, pero okay, kailangan maging matalino tayo sa paggamit ng oras. Kasi nga, okay, more often than not, okay, madami nasasayang yung oras sa mga di importanteng ginagawa or mga bagay-bagay po that they spend more time on social media. Okay, pwedeng Facebook, hindi natin alam na mas marami na tayong oras pala nagpo-Facebook kaysa okay, sa nag-aaral or ginagawa natin yung mga dapat natin gawin. So, okay, it's just okay a matter of decision and doing okay yung more important na bagay.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, ma'am. So with that, again, okay, ma'am, thank you so much. Okay. So, award ko lang po yung ating certificate. Okay. It is my pleasure to award the certificate of recognition to our speakers. To our speaker, I mean. Please allow me to read this citation. Saan ka na? And ito po siya. Mabaga. Yun. Certificate. Okay. Republic of the Philippines Department of Education, Schools Division of Angeles City, okay, so Street, Barangay, Colombo, Angeles City. Certificate of recognition is awarded to Ma'am Rosalie M. Rivera for being the resource speaker during the online training on building resilience in times of crisis, empowering the learners of Angeles City to becoming mentally healthy and productive students. Held on September 21, okay, at DepEd Division of Angeles City, Jesus Street, Pulumbulo, Angeles City, given this 21st day of September 2021 at DepEd Division of Angeles City, okay, Jesus Street, Pulumbulo, Angeles City, signed by our OIC Schools Division Superintendent, Madam Maria Irene P. Tamayo. Ma'am Rose, thank you po.
Thank you din po.
Okay, and we are almost done. Okay, now to encapsulate all the things that we have learned today and make them useful in our everyday living, may I call on our focal person on mental health, Ma'am Jennifer C. Dongka.
Okay. So once again, maraming salamat po sa ating speaker. Thank you, Ralph. So let us conclude po. I will be sharing to you a story. So magbigay tayo ng story na i-share sa inyo. Okay? So it is a story about, nakikita na ba ang aking presentation? Okay. Yan, okay. It is a story about a swimmer. Okay. So, meron po tayong isang swimmer. Okay. So, yung swimmer na ito, nung una, hindi pa siya marunong lumangoy. Okay. So, inanalyze niya, tulad nun, nag-adapt siya ng mga bagong techniques para matuto siyang at makapag-aral siya ng paglalangoy. So, ang ginawa niya, bumili siya ng maraming gamit At niready niya yung mga goggles, yung gagamitin niyang suit sa pagsiswimming. So ang goal niya is matutuhan niya ang lahat ng stroke sa paglalangoy. So habang siya ay nagpupursige, natuto ang taong ito na ng paglalangoy. Okay. So isang araw, habang siya ay matyagang naglalangoy, nakaramdam siya ng pagod. Yes, nakaramdam siya ng pagod at unti-unti parang nangihina yung kanyang katawan. Pero si swimmer, patuloy pa rin siyang lumangoy ng lumangoy. Hanggang unti-unti, nauubusan na siya ng lakas at nanghina ang kanyang katawan. So anong nangyari kay swimmer? Unti-unti, nalunod siya. My dear learners, kailangan matuto tayong mag-swim. Kailangan matuto tayong lumangoy sa ating buhay. Maraming stroke na pwede natin gamitin. May freestyle, may butterfly stroke. Maraming klaseng paraan, maaari kang lumangoy sa buhay. Alam mo ba, pag minsan, ang kailangan lang is to do your best habang lumalangoy ka. Iba't ibang paraan man yan, pero kailangan do your best. Maghanda ka, magpatulong ka. If you need help and support, humingi ka ng tulong. And also, mangarap ka. Pero sinasabi ko din sa inyo na sa ating paglangoy, kailangan mo ding matuto na mag-float. Okay? Mag-float, ibig sabihin magpahinga. Tulad ng swimmer na yon, sa kanyang pagtsatsaga, sa kanyang pagpupursige, nagkaroon din siya ng paghihina ng katawan dahil napapagod din siya. So napaka-importante sa inyo, dear learners, na kahit papaano ay mabigyan nyo ng oras at makapagpahinga ang inyong katawan. Sapagkat kapag nangyari iyon, nabigyan mo ng pagkakataon na makapag-float ka, mas lalakas ka for your next step. Okay? And also, maraming salamat sa ating speaker na nagbigay sa atin ng maraming tools para tayo ay magkaroon ng resilience sa pagbabago ng ating panahon ngayon. Pero I also like to share to you the word courage. Yan, nakuha ko kanina yung word na to. Sabi ni Ma'am, ito yung kasama sa atin yung strength natin na nagmumula sa puso. Okay. In our life, iba't iba yung mahaharap natin. Madami tayong pagsubok na pagdadaanan. Maaring sa pag-aaral mo, mahihirapan ka or about sa family, kaibigan, relasyon sa kapwa. May panahon na, yun nga, may nagsabi, masaya ako ngayong panahon na ito, excited ako sa school year na ito. Maari naman yung iba, nalulungkot sila, nangangamba, pero remember the word courage. Sabihin nyo nga na, courage. Okay. Yes, matatakot pag minsan mag-aalala, pero magkaroon kayo ng courage, ng tapang, para harapin mo yung bawat kinakatakutan mo. And sinasabi namin, sa ating SDO Angeles City, marami ang gustong tumulong sa inyo. Again, be of courage and He shall strengthen your heart. All you hope in the Lord. Magkaroon tayo ng lakas, ng tapang, ng puso na buo ng pag-asa. Magtiwala tayo sa Diyos na siyang nagbibigay lahat ng mga ito. Again, to God be the glory. Thank you everyone and God bless po.
With the takeaways. Okay, and to our learners, to Ma'am Rose, and to all our technical working group, sa lahat po ng mga nanood nating mga teachers po at mga learners, maraming salamat po. Okay, now, I would like to read this citation po sa ating focal person, Ma'am Jen. Okay, Republic of the Philippines, Department of Education, Schools Division of Angeles City, Jesus Street, Barangay Pulumbulo, Angeles City. Certificate of Recognition is awarded to Ma'am Jennifer C. Dongka for being the resource speaker during the online training on building resilience in times of crisis, empowering the learners of Angeles City to becoming mentally healthy and productive students. Held on September 21, 2021 at DepEd Division of Angeles City, Jesus Street, Pulumbulo, Angeles City. given this 21st day of September 2021. Signed by Madam Irene P. Tamayo. Thank you, Ma'am Jen.
Thank you
Okay,
po, Sir
with
Ralph.
that, thank you po. Again, uulitin ko po, maraming salamat po sa inyong lahat. Okay, sa pagsubaybay, sa pakikinig. Okay, Ma'am Rose, maraming salamat po talaga. Okay, saludo po ako sa inyo. Saludo po ang medical team sa inyo. Thumbs up po tayo dyan. And of course, sa ating mga learners, okay? Hindi po magiging effective po ang mga natutunan natin kung hindi natin i-apply sa mga buhay po natin. Tandaan po natin, let us be positive in mind and in thoughts. Okay po? Okay, wag po sa COVID. Okay, and okay, let us not forget, okay, that we have our somebody up there. Okay, na laging nandyan para sa atin. And nandito po kami sa division office, ang inyo po mga teachers, okay, mga advisors, okay, dear students, nandito po si Ma'am Rose, si Ma'am Jen sa division office kung kailangan po ninyo ng kasama, katulong, kausap, okay, kakwentuhan, meron po tayong mga hotlines dyan. And with that, okay, maraming salamat. Have a great lunch.
Thank you.
And direct, okay, without this also, ito pala. Okay, I almost forgot. We have an evaluation po pala. Okay, kung dear learners, kung marami tayong natutunan, please scan the QR code and, okay, sagutan po natin yung ating evaluation form. Okay? Again, this is your moderator, your host for the day, Nurse Ralph, signing off. Thank you. Bye.